The Prime Minister responding to a new blow in Trump's trade war with words, not actions.
The latest tariffs on steel and aluminum are unjustified. They're illegal. They're bad for American workers, bad for American industry, and of course for Canadian industry as well.
Canada isn't retaliating yet, hoping to keep talks going with the U.S.
We have had really strong counter tariffs against the Americans already. We are looking at different scenarios right now, and we will take a decision, but we need a bit more time right now, not too long.
Canadian and American officials have had numerous rounds of negotiations in Washington, including talks just hours before Donald Trump signed his order upping steel and aluminum tariffs to 50% on nearly all countries without exempting Canada. During question period, the Conservatives taking aim.
He's got Canada's tariffs doubled on steel and aluminum. He promised he was the man with the plan. He can't even get a deal.
We are in intensive negotiations with the Americans and in parallel preparing reprisals if those negotiations do not succeed.
But it's not just the opposition pressuring the government to fight back now.
We have to be meeting force with force. We cannot back away from this. This is a person who is not rational.
Ontario's premier says he may hit the U.S. by taxing electricity and told Carney he should retaliate too.
We can't sit back and let President Trump steamroll us, try to shut down our steel industry, take jobs down to the U.S. He has no regard whatsoever for jobs here in Ontario, and we need to slap another 25% tariffs on the steel.
But slapping on reciprocal tariffs could go one of two ways.
The pros of imposing tariffs are that it really puts pressure and puts pain on the United States that incentivizes them, hopefully, to lift the tariffs in one way, shape, or form. The cons of imposing tariffs are that it may antagonize the U.S. administration, it may undermine discussions that are ongoing, and it may make it much harder to get to a negotiated solution.
Of course, retaliatory tariffs could also hurt Canadian companies that import U.S. goods and Canadian consumers if those costs are passed down.
And Ashley, there have been some, mixed messages throughout the day about how the talks are going.
Yeah, Adrienne, Doug Ford said that he thought a deal was close, but the country's ambassador to the U.S. said, well, Canada's made progress. It's too soon to say that. Now, the Prime Minister did win on another front tonight. He passed his first confidence vote on the speech from the throne, a lot of it about his plans to build up Canada to resist Trump, his tariffs, and his threats.
All right, Ashley Burke in Ottawa tonight.